here in Oxnard at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy, and let me tell you guys, Robert Garcia, one of the best trainers in the business. He has his own boxing reality show, and this is the first episode. When Robert Garcia arrived at his gym, he received a letter that he would much rather not get. It was from a former fighter, locked up in jail, facing 50 years to life without the possibility of parole. What says in the letter?
He thinks I don't remember. He says, "It's me, Alex Compian. I used to train at the gym with you. The reason I'm writing is to tell you, thank for everything you've done for me in the past. And congratulations on your achievements." And then, says, tell Mike, Eduardo, Gordo, Brandon, Paco, he wants to say hi to everybody. And everybody else he forgot, that, he's got good memories of us. He knows he's going to do live, so he's got good memories.
It's not easy, something like that.
Look at this, P.S. I got a little boy out there. His name is Alex, too. I hope he's a boxer one day like his dad. That's wow. Sad, that's sad.
You remember him at the gym when he came? What can you tell me about him as a fighter, about his skills?
He was a tough little kid, he had skills, but he was a big boy too. He was like a heavyweight, but he just went the wrong direction. It's sad to see that. Yeah, he used to spar with Mikey. He wasn't a bad fighter. He wasn't a bad fighter. I remember one thing when he fought at the National Pals, and he got dropped. He was fighting heavyweight, so he got dropped against a big boy, a guy that had a lot of experience. So he drops him, and the ref stops the fight. Normally that's what they do. You get dropped, so the ref stops the fight, even though he wasn't that bad hurt. So then he's walking out of the ring into the locker room, and one of his friends tell him, "Good job, Alex." He's like, "What do you mean good job, asshole? I fucking got knocked out." Two. Again. One, two.
How do you balance this in life? On the one hand, you work with the biggest millionaires. You work with the biggest athletes that make more money than anybody can imagine. On the other hand, you deal with people that are real life, from the street. It's not a game, it's not a joke, it's not Hollywood, they're not faking it. 50 years to life in prison is not a joke. You just threw your life away.
Exactly, and they be out in the streets in jail like these guys right here, or maybe dead. I have guys that I knew from the gym, friends when we were younger that are doing life in prison, or some of them died of overdose or from shootings, from gang related shootings. So it's we see it all here in Oxnard.
Did it surprise you that out of everybody on the planet, he decided to write you from prison?
Exactly, that's right. Because like he says, he wants us to know that he loves us, and that congratulate for.
He felt at home here.
Mikey went to school with them, so he knows them from school. My nephews, Pelos and Gordo, he knows them, so he sees them, doing something good, and he's like, man, I'm here doing life in prison. I could have been one of those guys. And that's what happens to this type of guys. Alex Compian. He's a good kid. He's got a great heart, and had a future in the sport. But his parents weren't involved. He always, I remember him telling us that he used to live with an aunt. The aunt is the one that used to basically push him to go to school and to stay in the gym. But living in Colonia, I was, hey, it's a rough place to be, and there's always bad things in the streets. But at least maybe send him money so he could get himself toothpaste and toothbrush, or maybe soap to take showers. That they'll be happy with that, because in prison they don't get none of that stuff. You got to maybe so he could have a TV, things like that. So they're allowed TVs in there. So maybe something that I could at least do so he could be more thankful.
Do you get many letters like this over the years?
Oh yeah, I also got one of my cousin. He's also looking at at maybe 25 years to life. I get home after 9 o'clock every day at night. But when I get home, my kids got homework. Sometimes I'm by myself having to deal with that. And I still have to watch my movies, because I love watching movies too. So
what are some of the last movies you've seen?
I took some movies to New Jersey, because I always go to Blockbuster right before I go to the fights. When I travel, I get me 4 to 5 movies every time I go to when I travel. So I'm in my room watching movies.
What did you take?
Actually, I have them right here. I'm gonna go take them back to Blockbuster.
No adult stuff, right?
Oh no. This is a good movie. The next three days. Really good movie. Faster is pretty good. It's got a lot of action. There's a love story, you know. Sometimes you gotta
you gotta mix it up.
You gotta mix it up. And I got a Spanish Mexican movie, which is pretty good. This kid right here, El Viaje de Teo, is basically about a kid that is separated from his dad while they're crossing the border through the desert. So he's looking for his dad, you know, and Juarez. It's a sad story, but it's a good
Juarez
movie.
is the most dangerous city in the world. The chief of police ran away.
You know that. we got one of our kids from Juarez right now, right there in Allen.
Yeah.
He's from Juarez.
Where are we right now? Can I walk the streets at night, or do I need an escort?
Well, not right here, but when you're in Colonia, you might, yeah. Especially, you know, well, you know what? You coming in with a hat and like that, they'll probably think you're in there looking for some crack or something. So
they might approach you to sell me something.
Exactly, that's what they'll do. They'll try to sell you something, and.
But why do I have to do crack? Why can't I do cocaine like Charlie Sheen?
You're white. I don't know. Because right now here, if you go to Colonia and you're looking for drugs, you're looking for crack. You're looking for crack.
That's a drug of choice.
Yeah, that's something that it's a big drug here in Oxnard. You know, a lot of people do that. You know, it's sad. It's sad, but yeah, it have to be crack.
So far this year has been amazing for you. Nonito Donaire, you made him pound for pound list. Brandon Rios, you made him a champion. Mikey Garcia, 25-0, 20 knockouts, and he's in a position.
21 knockouts.
21 knockouts, sorry. And he's in a position to win a title. Tell me about Mikey's fight.
Well, you know what? We always said, that, we're not rushing Mikey. He's got 25 fights. Maybe, yeah, it's time.
So right here, Robert, what goes through your mind when you're looking at this wall and smack in front of you, that's you holding up the title,
yeah,
IBF title?
I'm telling you, that was 14 years ago. 14 years ago, and it's still there. Nobody messes with it. It's a nice drawings right here. All the kids respect it. They don't mess with it. That's just the rule. Because the gangs have meetings also, and one of the meetings is don't mess with the wall. Don't mess with La Colonia Boxing Club, which was where I was at.
Were everybody in the family into boxing? You guys were 7 kids, right?
Yeah.
Is Robert the only world champion?
Yeah.
Champion.
Did you always know that Robert will be the champion in the family?
No.
Thought about it. Why not?
I never thought Robert would be a champion in the family.
You didn't even know.
I didn't even know he was a champion. When I came to his gym, to his house the first time, like, hey fool, whose belts are those? Who do you train? He goes, those are my belts. I'm like, you used to fight? Oh shit. I never knew this guy used to fight.
That is true.
Who said you're not fast? WBC youth champion of the world. And what do people say when you show them that?
They're like, why didn't you continue?
And what do you say?
I fucked up.
People don't understand how much boxing can affect a kid, how much being in a structure.
A lot of parents ask me, you think my son has a chance in boxing to become world champion? And I say, you know what? Just by him being here, he's already a champion. Because a lot of kids out in the streets, get into drugs, get into gangs, and don't do good in school. So just having them here and not out in the streets, you should already be proud of it and already be happy. Don't expect him to become a world champion, because that happens very few times, but not to everybody. But as long as he's here already, that's already a winning. That's already a winner right there. So he, they should be proud, because a lot of parents are, well, if you don't think he has a chance, I'll take him out of boxing. I said, don't do that. If he loves to come to the gym, then bring him to the gym. Even if he doesn't ever win a fight, who cares? He's already a winner being here in the gym.
Look, there you have it, episode 1 of the Robert Garcia reality show. Stay tuned for more. You won't want to miss it. This is the best reality show, the first reality show ever done about a top-notch boxing trainer. Stay tuned. For ESNewsReporting.com, I'm Elie Sekbak reporting.